Last night, a woman at Collinwood had a terrifying dream in which she witnessed the death of the man who lives in the old house on the Collins estate. Soon Barnabas Collins will learn about this strange dream, but it will not prevent him from carrying out a plan which will lead him to the most terrifying moment of his life.
Barnabas, I've got to talk to you right away.
Was anything wrong?
Yes, you've got to cancel your plan to go to see Nicholas.
Cancel my plans? Why?
Because he knows what we're planning. He's waiting for you to walk into his trap.
What are you talking about?
Barnabas, if you go to see Nicholas Blair tonight, he'll kill you.
Julia, what have you found out since last night? Who have you talked to?
I haven't talked to anyone.
Well, then why do you think that I'm going to die if I go through with this?
Barnabas, I saw it all happen.
You saw
last
it?
night. Yes, in a dream.
You're basing all this on a dream you had?
Barnabas, it wasn't just an ordinary dream. It was terribly real. You called to me from the woods. I went out and found you, all bloody. And you said to me, "You were right, Julia. I shouldn't have gone to Nicholas Blair's house. It was a mistake, and then you died."
Julia, this might well have been a vivid and frightening experience, but after all, it was only a dream.
Oh, no, it was a warning, Barnabas. I told you yesterday I thought we were making a mistake.
Julia, I'm surprised at you. I'm hardly a psychologist, but obviously that your dream was, well, it was perfectly obvious. You were convinced that we shouldn't go through with this last night. I argued with you, and so you simply dreamed that something to support what you feared. It's as simple as that.
Barnabas, you can't dismiss it as easily as that, not when your life is in danger.
My life will not be in danger, Julia. Now, we've thought this out very, very carefully.
Barnabas, there are things we don't know about.
Julia, even if I wanted to change, I couldn't do it. It's too late.
Why is it too late?
Because the plan is already in motion.
Well, then stop it.
No, Julia, we're going to finish what we started. Stokes is on his way to Blair House by now. As a matter of fact, he might even be there.
Professor Stokes.
Good afternoon, Mr. Blair.
Well, what a pleasant surprise. Do come in.
Thank you.
May I offer you a glass of sherry? That is your drink, I believe.
Yes, please. I find that most curious, Mr. Blair. You barely know me, and yet you know what I drink.
Oh, there's nothing curious about it. Carolyn and I discussed you at great length one evening. She mentioned that you were a connoisseur of sherry.
I see.
Won't you sit down?
Thank you. Interesting.
Now, what can I do for you?
I'm here to extend an invitation to you from Barnabas Collins.
Barnabas Collins?
He's planning a small dinner party this evening at the old house and requests the pleasure of your company.
This evening?
Yes, he apologized and said he isn't usually given to such spur-of-the-moment planning.
Oh, well, no, that's quite all right. I don't mind the short notice.
You have Other plans?
No, I don't have any other plans for this evening.
You seem rather indecisive.
Not indecisive, just a bit puzzled.
What about?
May I speak frankly, Professor?
Please do.
Well, Barnabas Collins and I don't really know each other that well. As a matter of fact, on the few occasions that we've met, I've gotten the distinct impression that he liked me.
I shouldn't worry about that. I had the same impression when I first met him, but we've become rather good friends now.
But he hasn't seen me for some time. What I mean is, I can't help wondering what prompted him to invite me.
You'll have to ask him that yourself. He gave me no reasons, only requested me to extend the invitation.
That brings me to another rather puzzling question.
What is that?
You're going to think me a terribly suspicious person.
Not at all.
Why did he send you to invite me? Why didn't he simply phone?
That I can answer. Barnabas Collins has certain eccentricities.
Yes, I've noticed that.
The most annoying of which is his stubborn refusal to surrender to any of the technological advances of the last 100 years.
I beg your pardon?
He couldn't possibly call you because he doesn't have a telephone. If you dine with him, you'll dine by candlelight because he has no electricity either.
Why, that's altogether fascinating.
He's a most unusual man.
Why, yes, he is. And from what you've told me, I believe I'm beginning to admire him. You know, I have an affinity for the past myself. I really must discuss it with him sometime.
Take my advice and don't.
Oh?
Strangely enough, he's rather touchy about it.
Very well. I won't dwell on the past.
Then I take it you're accepting the invitation.
Oh, well, I think it would be ungracious of me to refuse. What time am I expected?
About 10 o'clock. Dining late is one of his milder eccentricities.
I understand.
Mr. Blair, if I'd known what an exquisite period piece this house was, I'd have visited you long before this.
You like the place?
I like any house that has individuality, style, elegance. This house has all that and more. I'd like very much to see it, if you don't mind.
Not at all.
I don't want to keep you from anything you have to do.
Professor, my time is yours to do with as you please. And if you would like, I will give you the complete tour.
I'd be delighted.
Come with me.
Can't thank you enough, Mr. Blair. It's a very charming house.
Well, that's very kind of you to say that, but I really haven't done very much with it.
I realize how very busy you've been.
Yes, I have.
Well, I must be getting along. I've taken up too much of your time as it is.
Not at all.
I'll expect to see you this evening, then.
At 10 o'clock. Sharp.
Good day, sir.
Good day, Professor.
Oh, come in, Professor.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Julia.
Good afternoon, Professor.
How did everything go?
On the whole, splendidly.
How long were you there?
A little over 3 hours.
Why did it take so long?
I thought it best not to leave too hastily after I'd seen what I wanted to. It might arouse some suspicion.
Nicholas could still be suspicious.
He did ask me all the questions I expected him to, but I believe it was curiosity, nothing more. He doesn't suspect my motives.
Are you certain about that?
My dear Barnabas, aside from whatever supernatural powers he may possess, the man is an insufferable egotist. I don't think he believes that ordinary people like us would dare to plot against him.
Very well. Now let's go over everything. Did you get a chance to look through the house?
Every last room, including the cellar. I sketched out a floor plan. It's rough, but it will suffice. And this is the main staircase. All the sleeping quarters are on the second floor.
What about the third floor?
Well, never mind about the third floor. He uses it only for storage. There are 3 bedrooms on the second floor. The master bedroom at the end of the corridor is Nicholas's, of course. It is depressingly overdecorated.
We'll discuss your aesthetic opinions another time, Professor.
Yes, forgive me. There are 2 other bedrooms on the second floor. One on the right side of the corridor, one on the left.
And which one does Eve sleep in?
The one on the right.
How do you know that?
The room smelled of cologne. I commented on it to Nicholas, and he said he'd had visitors staying there for the last few days. He said they left last night.
I see. Then this room down the corridor must be Adam's.
It must be. There are no other bedrooms in the house.
Then the danger is getting past Adam's room without being heard.
You are assuming that Adam will be in his room. What if he is in Eve's room?
It's most unlikely. My guess is that Eve didn't respond to Adam as Nicholas wished her to.
Nevertheless, Adam is the one danger. Now, the door to Eve's room opens in. Where's the bed?
Here, against the wall.
Good. Well, I'll take this with me, and I'll review it later this evening. Now, to talk about the timing. Nicholas will be here at 10.
He said 10 o'clock sharp.
Then we'll be here to greet him. Julia, I want you to leave Collinwood, say 10:15. That'll make you 35 minutes late getting here. Now, to go over your excuse.
Oh, I was detained because Mrs. Stoddard took a sudden turn for the worse.
And we will all express our concern for her.
And I'll tell you that she would like very much to see you if you can possibly get away.
In the circumstances, I don't see how Nicholas can be anything but gracious and understanding. My car is outside the front gate. Keys are already in it.
Very good. Now, you and Julia will have to keep Nicholas occupied for half an hour, possibly longer.
What if we can't keep him occupied?
I can see, Julia, you've had second thoughts about all this.
I think there are dangers that we know nothing about.
Julia had a nightmare last night in which she saw me die after I had left Nicholas's house. She chooses to interpret this as a premonition.
I see. Well, there's no question that we are all in danger, especially Barnabas. But I think you're overreacting to it. If I thought for a moment that Nicholas suspected anything, I'd say that it was insanity to go ahead with all this. But he doesn't suspect anything.
As far as we know.
Julia, the man isn't even aware that he knows what we know about him. So how could he possibly be suspicious?
I don't know. I just think we should stop now before it's too late.
No, we're going to carry this thing off. And after that, Nicholas won't even know what's happened.
All right, Barnabas. But I hate to think of what will happen if you are wrong.
You've been here before, Mr. Blair.
Yes, but only briefly.
This house has a rather interesting history, if that sort of thing doesn't bore you.
No, not at all.
The house is over 200 years old. It was built in 1767 by Joshua Collins as a gift to his bride, Naomi. Unfortunately, the house proved sturdier than the marriage which took place in it.
The marriage didn't last?
Well, let's say it endured out of necessity. Family honor and prestige were the order of the day. The house was occupied until 1796, when Collinwood was built. Since then, it's remained intact but unlived in until the arrival of the present Barnabas Collins from England. Most of the furniture you see has been here since the day the house was opened.
Well, you seem to know a great deal about the early Collins history.
I should. An ancestor of mine, a man named Ben Stokes, worked for Joshua Collins as an indentured servant.
Oh, how fascinating.
Is the professor going on about his unfortunate ancestor?
Well, actually, he's told me more about your ancestors.
Well, I'm sure he's the one to tell you. He probably knows more about my family than I do.
Thank you. Well, I can see now why you refuse to have any of the modern conveniences installed here. They would destroy the atmosphere of an era that you've preserved so well.
Thank you. To your good health.
Where the devil is Dr. Hoffman? She should have been here half an hour ago.
She's usually very prompt.
Barnabas, I'm terribly sorry I'm late.
Well, we had begun to worry about you.
No, I was detained at Collinwood. Oh, good evening, Mr. Blair.
Mr. Hoffman, it's very good to see you again.
Barnabas, your cousin Elizabeth has suddenly taken a turn for the worse.
Oh, no.
Has Mrs. Stoddard been ill?
Yes, mentally. She's seems to have a growing suspicion that she's going to die.
Oh, I'm very sorry to hear that.
Is she going to be all right?
Yes, I stayed with her until her doctor arrived. But Barnabas, she said that she'd like to see you.
See me? Why?
I don't know. She said there was something very important that she had to see you alone.
Well, I'm sure it can wait until tomorrow.
I really think that she would feel much better if she could see you now.
But, Julia...
Mr. Collins, if it's me that you're considering, please don't give it another thought.
But I am your host, Mr. Blair.
Yes, but it certainly is understandable that your cousin's well-being has precedence.
That's very kind of you. I'm sure that Dr. Hoffman and Professor Stokes will be excellent company while I'm gone. I won't be long.
Don't worry about it.
Let me ask you,
The hypodermic.
Thank you.
Barnabas, be careful.
Just how serious is Mrs. Stoddard's condition, Doctor?
Oh, well, in spite of her tremendous fear of death, I don't think there's any danger of it. What I mean is that physically she's quite healthy.
Yes, but it must be causing the family great concern.
Yes, it is.
Now, the background of the Collins shipping interest is in many ways even more fascinating than the family history itself.
If you will excuse me, Professor, you know, I believe that I should have gone with Barnabas.
Gone with Barnabas?
Yes. I never got to know Mrs. Stoddard very well, but Roger and I did become very good friends while I was there, and well, perhaps I could do something to help.
No, that's impossible. As a matter of fact, Roger retired just as I was leaving. He was exhausted.
Oh, I see. Well, I will do that first thing in the morning.
Yes. The morning will be splendid. Now then, where was I?
Hello, Barnabas.
Angelique!